Cherry being
Oh,
popped too.
It is. It is.
this is how we're gonna start the show
Did you
today.
shave today, Carlos?
No, I just kind of it's giving. It's very bright. It's like Casper nipples.
They look perky. It's perky.
In the name of Janet Jackson, and it is Super Bowl Sunday next week. Free the titties. All right. Oh
Which
Lord.
always falls on my birthday, which sucks.
Oh,
Oh, happy
nice.
birthday.
Happy
Thank
birthday.
you.
You look blessed.
Thanks.
You look like a professor.
I do?
Yeah. I feel
Yeah.
like we're in detention right
I'm
now.
actually training to be a therapist. So if you're giving professor vibes,
Well,
I
no
guess.
place better than to give therapy lessons and sessions than here at Los's Lounge podcast, where apparently the host needs
Well, you should
therapy.
have told me I would have worn an open shirt.
Wow. I mean, you could strip now and just
That's for your Patreons now.
we're
That's for
waiting, Jason. All
OnlyFans.
right. Oh, Jesus. Listen, I am your host, Carlos Reyes. Hey guys, do you know that it's been over 2 months that I've put out an episode with the crew? A much needed break was back, but the doors are open at the lounge. Los's Lounge podcast available on your favorite podcast app. Please don't forget to hit subscribe on YouTube and hit follow on Instagram, Los Lounge _podcast. I don't do any other social media, but I need to change that. I need to get on to get more.
Mhm.
So I'm working on that. I do it all on my own. I work 3 jobs. Everyone, leave me alone. I'm tired.
We
We'll
won't say
get you some
anything.
AI to help you out on this.
Oh man. All right. So in team A over here, team vagina, we have Danielle, repeat offender here at the lounge. My sister from another mister. I'm sorry that my language is so vulgar already in the first 5 minutes.
Oh, please, we are
Penis.
the best.
Jason. Jason Fernandez.
Yes.
Let's get let's production. Come on now, production. Get on it. That would be me. Um oh man. All
Oh,
right, there's
brother.
Jason. Jason, do you want to say hi?
Hola, hello. Thank you for having me on. I
How do I
appreciate
know
it.
Jason?
I'm
Jason.
scared. I'm actually scared. I'm nervous.
Why are
Oh,
you scared?
Because I know how you are.
oh, it's fun time. It's fun times.
Way we Lois's Lounge podcast. Don't forget to hit subscribe on the YouTube channel. Okay, let's go. Let's get with it. It's been a while, and I do have something kind of witty that I've written up, or not necessarily, but if you just allow me to uh-huh. First of all, a big massive shout out to Harry, otherwise known as Deanie, who is the elder statesman, as well as Jasmine, the first lady of the lounge. A big shout out to Renzo. You can order his book. You can purchase his book wherever books are sold. It's called Still. It's a phenomenal award-winning poetry book, and it's available where books are sold. Amazon, Barnes and Noble, maybe Walmart. I don't know, but buy the book. All right. I want to thank God. I want to thank.
That should have been first and foremost, Carlos. The heck? Get
Down,
your
pipe down, pipe down. Where's production? Mute her. First of all, hello. Yes, I am alive. I know it's been a minute, actually, more like a season of Grey's Anatomy. So thank you to everyone who checked in, waited, DM, texted, and sometimes assumed I joined a cult. I took some real time off in the last couple of months because sometimes self care means disappearing without a press release. Besides, I'm not that big to be doing a press release. But, anyways, I needed the pause as we all do. I needed the quiet. I needed to not. I saw blinking down there and I thought somebody else was logging on. He's like, who's the surprise guest? I needed time for me. With so much crap going on in the world, everyone gets overwhelmed between working 3 jobs and trying to find time for my number one pussy, cat Janet. That is my fur baby. It sometimes gets even hard to get my co-host all under the same Zoom link at once. So with that, much time was needed to regroup, recalibrate, restructure, think about the future, and all about reinvention. And I am grateful for all the listeners along the way. And away we go, motherfuckers. All right. I want to get into a little discussion about home ownership before we get into anything. And we're not going to do too much on it because our good friend, our brother Fernandez here he is a realtor, and quite possibly my future realtor, when it's time. Um, 5 key things that you should know about buying a home right now in this market. Jason, go with the
First
mic.
thing,
Go.
you can hear me, right? Yeah. So the first thing, find yourself a realtor. Um, I pride myself in trying to find people the right lender for each person. So know how much your budget is. So know your budget before anything. You guys can get a pre-approval letter. So the second will be a pre-approval letter. Say whatever that amount is, make sure you kind of go under. So that way we don't want to go house poor. Everyone's like, that's like the one of the main things. Make sure you have a team because when I first bought my house, I had a realtor, obviously, but I didn't know about the information. There's so much information, so get educated first. Um, it's a process, so it takes some time. So those are like 4 things: education, have your realtor, have your lender, know your budget, and just wait for the right house to come to you because it is a lot of work. So just make sure education is for the first thing that you guys look at.
Is there anything else you want to add to that, young man?
Oh, with that, I would just say education is the most thing because each place is different. So, like if you're in Western Mass, you have Holyoke, you have Springfield. Everyone has their own grants. I pride myself in the down payment assistance programs, getting people to get that. There's 25,000, there's 30,000, there's free money like in Springfield that has up to 35,000. Chicopee has like 15,000. Northampton has like 15,000. Each city has their own grants, so it's knowing those information because a lot of people don't know. And if you
Excellent.
Mhm.
don't ask, then you won't know.
Hey,
Mhm.
you know one thing I do want to mention, this has nothing, well, I guess it does has to do with homes, right? Is getting your hey, okay, whatever, I'll leave it at that. I'm just overdoing the production here. All right, because like when never mind. Is testing your home for radon. Radon. Not only testing your home for lead, especially if you have children, even if they're like 6 or 7 or 8, kids could
Yep.
still get lead poison. But testing your home for radon, big thing I need people to really start looking into, especially if you live in the Western Mass area or Massachusetts in period, because it comes from the uranium under the ground, what have you. Look, we don't have time for all this. This isn't the Science Minute with Lowe's today. Just Google it, look into it, get someone who is licensed to do it, okay?
Yes.
Because there is ways to do the testing. Don't just go doing it by yourselves, because
Nope.
it's all about the detail within the testing as well. So maybe we'll talk about that later on down the road, but radon.
Yes, and it's your inspectors will do it for you. Your home inspector, well, different inspectors, not all inspectors have that service, but it's interesting. There was one house in off of Wilbraham Road. The house next door had it. They don't have it radon. The house that my client wanted to buy or bought did have radon, and they tested it, but they were able to remediate it. So it was able to. They're still
Excellent.
okay.
Yeah, because
That is so crazy because I've had my house which was newly built when I moved in. I never heard of radon, so this is the very first time I'm hearing about it. Is it too late for me to get it tested or
No, you
no?
can always get it tested. There's
Okay.
different ways to remediate it. So they usually like put like a system and it kind of gets the air like the gases out like a vent to outside
yeah,
the
Okay.
house.
yeah, there's piping involved. And I don't mean, Friday
Yeah,
night at
yeah,
my house.
yeah,
I
yes.
mean,
We know how to
piping
pivot.
that goes in the exterior and the fan has to blow it out the house because it can be cancerous. So it's odorless, there's no scent, and it can even get if you have a well. If you get your water from a well,
Okay.
it's synonymous for getting into the water, but it doesn't
Right.
matter how much you drink. It's about breathing it in, and
Mhm.
inhalation and whatnot, and it can become very cancerous. And there could be different levels of radon. So let's say maybe in the foundation there's cracks. Now you might start getting that coming in through the cracks.
Mhm.
So it could test at one. It could test at a certain amount in one spot, but then test at a different amount. And you typically want to test it. Here we are, the radon episode. This was not on the
This is not
agenda,
Was
but you
expected,
not.
typically
but
want to test it on the ground soil, like in your
Yes.
basement. Like if you have a
Basement.
basement, go to your basement and put it, on the basement floor. Don't touch
mm,
it. Don't tip there. It's very specific. Look into it. Look,
okay.
this isn't the radon episode. We've lost
Okay.
all of our
Sorry about
listeners
that. That
in
was just
Yeah.
very new information.
5
I've never
seconds. The
Yeah.
heard of that.
Grammys are on tonight. The Grammys are a kickoff here of a series of incredible weekend television watching, particularly on a Sunday, as next week is Super Bowl Sunday, Benito Bowl, Boricua. The Grammys. Any predictions for tonight? Is anyone watching? I don't even know who half the people that are nominated or performing. That's how old Uncle feels.
I mean, I don't feel old. I just feel out of touch because music
Out
today
of
is not the
touch.
same. I really am. I don't feel like the old auntie or anything. I just feel like music today is just, I'm not interested in it. So it's kind of like, I don't know who's nominated, who's performing. I don't know. I mean, I might watch it because it is a tradition to watch the Grammys, obviously, for obviously what they're wearing and, you know.
Sure.
But as far as like who's nominated and what music is out, I'm not really in tuned.
Same here.
Yeah.
Same here. It
You have,
depends on,
why you look like that?
but he doesn't
See?
know who's nominated. So
Yeah.
let's see who's
Oh,
nominated.
I don't have time for that. They're just awards. You can't take those awards with you when you transition to the app. There, it's all rigged, anyways. It came out in the
Pretty
media.
much.
The former president came out of the national recording industry, went on daytime morning television and said all that shit is rigged. All right, moving on. I would like to get into our first story, ladies and gentlemen, because this is a story that was inspired by oh, I forgot whose podcast it was, but whoever you are, you inspired this story. I don't know. Anyways, let's go. It's about money, love, and control, and what happens when people become hostages and get taken away and held for ransom.
Jesus.
Phone calls are made. $400 comes in a bag
Do they
in
still do that?
exchange for the husband. Ladies and gentlemen, I am talking about allegedly, although this is all alleged, but look at my face, everybody. And if I can just get the camera one on stage A, can you focus on me a little bit? I see Jason. I see Jason on my screen. Nope. Disgusting. Disgusting. I don't know how to work it. All right, look at me. Whitney and Bobby.
Oh shit.
Have you heard the story? Allegedly, Bobby Brown was taken and held hostage by some people that he had owed money to, but it wasn't really like directly, I think, the people he owed money to. It was drugs. Just
Allegedly.
drugs. Allegedly. Okay, but he got held hostage, stripped down naked, and then hogtied, allegedly. And the dude went up to him and was like, "We're not going to let you go alive unless you call up your wife and we get $400,000 right now. And guess what? Sing for me right now. Sing." So he allegedly Bobby sang. And this was a story that is told by people that were there, that were part of this gang at this time. So you can look this up on YouTube and do your own research. But, Bobby called Whitney. Whitney was a thug. She went down there allegedly by
No,
herself.
she is. You know she was.
She was
The
gangster.
four
She was
hundred
definitely
thousand
gangster.
dollars in a bag. Got into a cab. Didn't say shit to where she was going. Had a wig on. Blah blah. Whitney pulled up solo dolo. Walked in and said, "Where's Bobby? Where's my king of R&B?"
Probably sweating bullets
And
too. As
the guys that were telling this was like, "Yo, she came in like a G," and when she walked in, they were like all like, "Oh shit, she really pulled up and she's solo dolo. All right, give her man. Let's take." and they went home like nothing and they stood for the rest of their careers. So I say that to say, and I share that story to share, was this love? Was this codependency? Was this a power imbalance? Would we frame this differently if the genders were reversed? Did Whitney feel responsible for Bobby's survival? And how far are you willing to go for someone you really love?
Oh my Jesus.
Ladies first.
Okay. So when I hear that Whitney gave Bobby, what did you say, $400,000?
$400,000.
So when I hear Whitney gave Bobby $400,000 to save him, my first reaction isn't like romantic. It's kind of like, ma'am, are we fucking okay? Because that's just not
I think
that's
it's kind of
not just
gangster that
love.
it makes me kind of horny a little bit that she had the $400,000.
It's
I'm like,
gangsta. It's
I
yes,
gangsta.
bitch.
mean, that's kind of like chump change for
No, not
Whitney.
really horny.
But because that's just not love, that's a rescue mission with a wire transfer.
All right.
I
Well,
mean,
let's remove them from it.
oh my gosh.
I just got that. I'm sorry.
But I say that with compassion and really not just judgment. But when addiction, fame, and money collide, like boundaries don't just blur, they just vanish.
Yeah.
There's this like unspoken idea that if you can save someone, you should. But at some point, love turns into like a fucking full-time job with no benefits, no HR, and no
Oh.
exit interview.
Oh.
Whitney wasn't just loving Bobby, she was managing his survival while barely surviving herself.
Right.
And then there's the gender piece, because of course there is. Black women are constantly cast as this emotional support system for grown-ass men. If Bobby had handed Whitney 400K, the conversation wouldn't have been real different. People would have been like, that's control, that's
He didn't even have
toxic,
it.
free Whitney. But then when she does it, it's framed as like loyalty, it's strength, it's a ride or die energy. But
Okay.
then meanwhile, the cost of her peace, her health, and her identity, at some point, love stops being love when it feels like
Abuse.
CPR on someone who refuses to breathe. So
Wow.
that's to say, you can't save someone who won't save themselves, and no amount of money makes that lesson any easier.
Well said.
Well said. You're giving me very Melanie C, by the way, today. You're giving me a very
For
sporty
real?
look. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's
Don't play.
very modern Spice Girl. It's like if you're the, and I know she's not your favorite.
No, she's
By the
not.
way, by the way,
Shit.
it might happen this year.
Spice
What?
Girls?
Coming back in a
All
concert?
five?
Shut up.
Hey, trying times. I'm there for it. I'm here for it.
Just saying.
Are they struggling? What's going on? What's going on?
No one is
They're
struggling. Why
they're
can't
struggling.
girls? It's the 30th year anniversary of
When's the
this.
last time they've been together, though? Let's be real.
2019.
They haven't. All five or just
2019,
four?
they had a European tour, except for Victoria Beckham. She
Yeah,
just
they
said,
have four.
"You know what? I'm done, guys. I don't want to do it," and they respected it.
Victoria can't sing anyways.
But she
Well,
looks.
She looks
I mean,
fucking
it's the power of
phenomenal.
5, the power of spice.
Yeah.
I am Spice Boy numero uno.
We know.
I know you know. Let's move on. That wasn't part of the.
Wait. I want to talk about Whitney really quick.
Oh my God! Yeah. I'm so
I think-
sorry. Please,
I also
give it to us
think-
good.
Being Latino, I think it's all, or being a person of color, I think the pride is also the pride and the respect. You know, she doesn't want her punk ass man to be like, she's like, no, I'm gonna take care of it. So I think also it was her taking pride of the situation of saying, no, you're not gonna disrupt me and my family. And she had to do what she had to do.
One of my keynotes in which Danielle really spoke to was how Black women are often expected to be the saviors, and what have you. Why is when I start speaking, it doesn't show me directly? I'm getting annoyed about that. Okay, I'll put it on that view. So yeah, I think it's crazy. Have you guys, either one of you, done anything crazy? It doesn't have to be to that level. I mean, let's just face it. I mean, come on now. But have you ever done anything to kind of like,
I think I would do anything crazy when it comes to people that I really love, like my
mm,
kids. I would literally probably
yeah,
kill somebody or go to jail for my kids if
yeah,
anybody mess with my
yeah.
kids. My husband, probably. But I gave birth to my kids. They came out of my
But we're
vagina.
specific.
So
We're specifically on the love, the
the
partner.
love partner,
Yeah.
okay, partner,
What you
of
and Mr.
course.
Smith used to get into back in the day.
You know what? He's never gotten to the point where I had to
He never
save
said
him.
to you like, "Yo, baby, this dude just stepped on my sneaker. I'm gonna shank him in the bathroom. You pull the car around
No,
real quick and make sure that bottle of Alizé is open." Why we're still drinking
never.
Alizé, I don't know.
No, and
Nothing.
Alizé is so 1999. Um, but no, my husband has never been in that type of predicament. Now, if he did, I'm gonna ride or die. Like that's my husband, of course.
Okay.
But and I accept the same from him. Like that's just kind of what it is. But I've
Gotcha.
never, but if anything was to come to that, of course,
Yeah.
100%, I wouldn't even think twice about it.
Would you pick, because he's a drummer?
Yeah.
I would just grab the drumsticks and shove it up somebody's ass that tries to mess with the family. Just shove it all in there and play the drums. Right. Los's Lounge podcast available on your favorite podcast app. Hey, we have well over 175 episodes,
Hey.
5 years of content that have progressed and gotten better. And I want to thank all the multiple co-hosts who have joined us. Don't forget to follow on Instagram and also hit subscribe on the YouTube channel. All right, there is this story that came out weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago, and I've been dying to talk about it. No more dying than the person that actually died. Well, I'm no more dead, I should say. And it's about a grinder date gone wrong. What do I mean by that? Well, hold on. I can't spell. I had the article here, but um all right, here we go. Grinder death.
Oh,
Accused
sorry.
It's not funny.
I'm sorry.
accused Googled what happens if you accidentally kill someone during sex. According to our friends over at the Daily Star, Josh Baxter, 28, is accused of manslaughter, intentional strangulation, and GBH of Michael Barron, 38, after the pair met on the online dating app in January just last year. A man on trial for manslaughter has claimed he fell asleep on top of his grinder date for an hour and a half after they had sex. A jury has heard Josh Baxter, 28, and Michael Barron, 38, connected on the app on January 26 last year. And after swapping details, and probably a lot more, the pair decided to meet at Mr. Baxter's flat in Blackley for a sexual encounter. The prosecution alleges, however, that Mr. Baxter coaxed Mr. Barron into consuming so much alcohol that he passed out, and Mr. Baxter is accused of holding Mr. Barron face down on his bed and laid on top of him for an extended duration. So the intensity that he, with so much
Carlos.
intensity, for extended duration, jurors have heard that Mr. Baxter strangled and choked Mr. Barron with such intensity that he fractured a bone and cartilage. Mr. Barron suffered cerebral hypoxia, a condition caused by insufficient oxygen supply to the brain, and went into cardiac arrest. Paramedics pronounced Mr. Barron dead upon arrival.
Yeah. That's a horrible
Great.
way
That's
to
wild.
die.
That's wild.
That is horrible.
Does
Oh,
it say the weight?
did you say the weight? That's
Does,
wild.
no,
Too
because
immature for
he
this
said
conversation
it said
today.
that they laid on him. So I'm seeing if it's
No, we
about
did
like
not
maybe.
get LBs. We did not get specific LBs.
That is an important question, though.
I agree. But there was hypoxia? Hypoxia sounds like an STD that nobody wants. Hypoxia.
Because every once in a while, people like to,
So I have a story. Mom and dad, if you watch this episode, fast forward about 2-3 minutes. don't need you listening to this part.
This is personal, I'm guessing.
There's this man whose name is Carlos, somewhere around here in this room. And this probably was like 3 years ago, maybe two and a half, maybe 2 years ago. And he and his sexual partner at the time. Um, let's just say that it just got a little rough and aggressive, and a little choking, and maybe a little pinning down too much. Things happened. There was no hypoxia, but things happened. They were fun. That happens on a Saturday night. Honey, it's Tuesday morning. I wake up, I have a blood. I have I've got bruised wrist, marks on my neck. And poor Amanda's the only one that saw everything and said, "What the fuck happened?" Never mind. I know. You had rough sex, didn't you? And I was like, "Oh my God. What do you mean I have a busted blood vessel in the eye?" So, things happen. You got to be careful with things like that, guys, and girls and theys and thems. And that's the end of story time. And you know what? I'm not ashamed of it. I was in control of the whole situation.
Okay. Some people get off on that though.
Lots of people.
Was I?
Yeah.
Was I?
Yeah. I mean, I'll enjoy a little strangulation. I mean, not to the point where I'm going to meet Jesus, but like just a little firm hold. It doesn't have to be
Little grip.
like, where I'm passing out, but
Yeah, little
it's just
domination.
it's like the fantasy of it all,
Little
right?
domination.
That's just where people, it's a little mild, very mild. Because there's mild, moderate, and extremely chaotic and crazy.
Which is where the story that we just shared about the grinder and being someone who has been on that app.
Right.
And still sometimes goes on.
Oh.
It's she said, "Oh."
No, that's you like,
Oh, that was you? Well, you know what? Whatever. Judge me if you want, assholes. You always do. All right, listen. I have to give a big shot. First of all, what do you think about that story, Jason? Have you ever been choked to the point of hypoxia?
I'm alive. I'm alive still, so I'm alive.
You're allowed to tell the story.
Yes. There should be some safe words when you do this. There should be some communication of how you want it to go down and where are your limits before you start any of this.
Boundaries.
So maybe there wasn't communication in the story.
Yo, but the dude was face down, and he fell asleep. And first of all, what do you mean he fell asleep? How bad was the sex? Was he tired? I've got questions.
Was he drugged?
Well, he was also drunk too, so he was passed out. That's what the story said. He was passed out. Okay. Passed out. So what are you doing? You're hitting it doggy while this dude is passed out?
Yeah,
and you're
he's like
thrusting so hard or you're on top and all that weight.
His face like in the pillow? Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of this story that's missing. Like, we need more details.
I need to see a video.
No.
I'd rather not.
So what happened? Like, so how did he call like right away or?
Well, here's a little bit more of the story. Jurors were told that he stated they then proceeded to his bedroom where they got naked and commenced sexual activity. Ann White, KC, prosecuting, quoted from Mr. Baxter's statement, "I then tied him up with a red rope against both his ankles and wrist. I knotted the rope not very tightly. Whilst in that position, I had sex with him. I slapped him on the back, which was pre-agreed. He was laid face down. I realized he had fallen asleep as he was making snoring noises. I ended up falling asleep whilst I was on top of him, and I woke up 30 minutes later. After collecting his food order, Mr. Baxter said he realized Mr. Barron had stopped snoring. He said he could not feel breath coming from his mouth and that his face was purple. And they weren't just listening to Prince, and no, there was no rain." Forensic pathologist who carried out a post-mortem told jurors that appeared to be a curved abrasion around the side of Mr. Barron's neck, which could have been a fingernail mark. He explained that the hyoid bone found at the top of the neck, hyoid, the hyoid bone, maybe, who knows, had been broken,
Gosh.
has had the thyroid cartilage, which makes up the atoms.
Oh, because he did this. Like
You
he
check
just
this
did.
out. The toxicology: 470 milligrams of alcohol was found in 100 milliliter of Mr. Barron's blood. The legal limit for the driving in this country is 80 milligrams, so this is significantly high and over 5 times higher.
Don't say did he throw up on his vomit? Like did he vomit or something like that too?
Oh,
No,
he
now we're
could have
That's
just.
thrown
Okay, I
wild.
think
up
I gave you
on him.
enough. Whoa,
That's wild.
Jesus, a little saliva there. A little. Looks like I just finished getting into a little hypoxia. Well, that's what's going on.
That's really sad, though.
It
It's
is.
all about safety and fear managing and apparently
Yeah.
there's clearly no. I mean, I have empathy for the victim.
Yeah.
And please excuse my immature. I'm just too immature for this conversation. Whatever.
I mean, you really call to have a good time, and then it just ends in tragedy. I just hate that.
I want to say, first of all, happy Black History Month. Every month is Black History Month here in America. Say it loud, say it proud, say it with your chest out. 19%. Thank you to Ancestry. I'm out here. Shout out to Nigeria.
I love.
Shout out to Botswana, where they speak Setswana.
Okay. Okay.
There was this video that I came across on Instagram, and there's this book about the facts that they don't tell you, that they don't teach about Black history. It's all over Instagram. And there was this story about a slave owner. I forgot what her name was. I might have the an obese lady Gertrude. Um, and it's filled with rage and just whatnot. But she was married to a slave owner, and she treated black people like, I mean, like pure shit. Apparently, I guess the slave owner wasn't in love with her, and she started to gain weight, and he just was turned off by her, and he would go disappearing often for long periods of time. Well, this enraged her, so the people around, she was just horrible. And then she just became obese. The guy left her for another woman. She took it bad. She kept eating, 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 and she became an evil, like, human being, especially towards her slaves that she owned. Well, apparently, um, I think maybe one day or something that they were trying to carry her or something. I don't know if she fell. I forgot how she died, but the bitch died. And there's a clip in it of a in the book. There's quotes of survivors, slave survivors. I don't know their names or whatnot, that they're telling these stories, and whatnot. Um, but it broke my heart. But then when I saw what the bitch looked like, I was like, Fat Gertrude. Y'all could have just jumped her and ate her up. She could have fed
Damn,
the whole village.
it was
It
that
sounded
Um,
like an
crazy.
episode of one of the Coven stories where they're one of the Ryan Murphy series. I forget what it's
Oh,
called.
that
American
America
Horror Story.
Horror Story. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it is an American Horror Story because if you the irony, right?
yeah.
Um, we are now living in time. So this is our next segment of they're also killing white people now.
Hmm.
Shit just got real. You know, the black spirit, I think the just from what I've seen and my black family and friends, I'm claiming my 19%. The black and brown spirit, the minority spirit. Um, we're tough until we get to, like, we're very resistant until we get pushed into the corner, and then we're like, okay, now we got to unite and fight back and say something. But there seems to be now where they don't care, like they're just killing everyone. They're taking away people who are citizens. They're still killing innocent black people on the streets. They're killing white people who are just trying to help other people from being deported by ICE. Um, where did we go wrong? And how do we get it back? And it feels like when you're in the middle of it, we have 3 more years of this. 3 more years. And who's to say that when the time comes, that power isn't handed over peacefully? Who's to say that this I always fuck up this word. authoritarian. How do you say it?
Authoritarian.
Libertarian.
Authoritarian. Sorry. Um, way that we are, in a way, allowing ourselves to get used to. This is all a big setup for something bigger, right? But we're seeing it unfold. And I'm tired. I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired. And I don't want to stay too long on it because I don't want to bring the vibe down. But don't you feel like you need a break from just certain people and certain news? I.e., the president of the United States and this administration and the nonsense that's going. Like, I need a break from everything. I need a break. I need some good news to start shifting through the media. I need.
I think when you said that you were taking a break, I think everyone's going through like hibernation mode. Yes, it's winter, but I think everyone's trying just to like they don't want to see anything. They just want to go home after work, relax, and stay in bed and not see what's going on because it is overwhelming.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, absolutely. What are your thoughts, Danielle?
When can we take a break? It's all over the place. There's no way that we could take a break. We can't unsee it. We can't stay quiet about it. Um, I feel like people are exhausted. Like you said, we're just really exhausted. It's come to a place where when I see it, it's like I'm almost numb to it, and I don't want to be numb to it. I don't know what else to do at this point, but just survive it. I mean, there's really nothing more that we can do but survive it. And like you said, we have 3 more years of this bullshit. Hopefully, there's something that can be done before those 3 years
Yeah,
comes up, but
yeah.
we're at a place like we don't know what to do. We
I
don't.
was trying to make a point that Black folks have always had this resilience and pioneering, being able to pull through all the shit that America has done to them. So
Yeah,
remember, like all those memes, like at the beginning of the year, everybody with the fan, like, we try to tell ya, we gonna be all right over here. So, but it feels
right.
like I don't think any of us is gonna continue to be all right if this shit, I mean, keeps
and
going on.
it's
And it's a
yeah.
scary time, but they are awakening times.
And it's not even just going against like people of color. Like it's gonna go to other minority groups, and it's just like they don't see it. And it's just gonna keep on trickling effect. Like, you guys watch The Handmaid's Tale?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Well, basically it's about like it's always about the kids. Like they just wanted to say they wanted to reproduce, so that's why they segregated and had like their handmaids. But it's also about power, power and just going back in time when people of color didn't have voting rights. Know pretty well women are going to not have voting rights pretty soon too, with the way he has the new laws that they have regarding you have to make sure that your name is the same legal name. So if you that's what's going forward, I think, on the Project 2025. So some of that stuff is going on. So it's just like we just need to open our eyes and talk and be more vocal and try to protest as much as we can and share the information with people because
Yeah.
it's insane.
There's a
Even
there
protesting, even having silent or, you know, just protesting in general is becoming really violent. I mean, it's been violent before, obviously, civil rights protesting or whatever, but now it's becoming like it's becoming so crazy to where
It's
like
becoming casual. It's casual.
it's almost
It's
normal.
people are being desensitized.
Right, right. And
Yeah.
that's a really scary. That's really scary.
I'll tell you something that's not scary. I'm really appreciating how bright everyone's background is today. I have to
Oh,
say.
thank you. I have my blinds open, so
I
The
you
just
might
sun
noticed.
is
get
dawning
the
over here
natural
in the
light
west.
coming in.
I don't know if
Yeah.
you noticed the shift in lighting over here.
Yeah. Is the
This
sun
episode
going
might
down in
come
your
to an
area?
end very soon once the it was 3:15 and the glory of God was coming through the window. And I was like, I
Yeah.
wish they were already right now. This is the time.
The
Perfect
glory of God
lighting.
comes within the darkness too. So
Well,
Yes.
uh,
just
it's
saying.
a whole different episode. I
Yeah.
think it's now time to lighten the mood and play a game of Confessions in the Lounge. Cue up the music. Dun, 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 dun.
confession.
You like the way I put my lips on it? Like if it was just like, ooh.
No, keep that to
No, I
yourself.
don't either. Someone get the Purell. All right. Oh, and the mouthwash. Oh dear.
Oh,
Confessions in the lounge. I think I've confessed enough on this episode. So my question to you guys is, have you and your mate ever maybe fooled around in the club?
fooled around in a club?
First,
Rub-a-dub-dub. Who would like to go first? Jason? Go.
fooled around in a club, inside a club? No, I've seen, but I haven't. Like fooled around as doing more than kissing? No. I've seen people do it and like have a finger in the dance floor, right in the dance floor. I'm like, what is going on?
Legs up in the
Um,
air?
yeah, yep. I was like, what is going on? But yes, I've seen that happen.
Oh no.
The finger.
Yeah, two fingers.
Whoa. Advanced. Yikes.
Yes. Yeah, and it was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, so I don't know how sweaty that was or what it was, but still.
They must have been real drunk. Very
They were doing
incapacitated.
8 counts in the middle of the dance floor, thrusting and busting,
Oh,
tight
Yeah.
denim pressed up against it, friction, sweat, man must.
no.
Yeah. I'm
Maybe
a
he didn't
classic
wash his
girl, so I
ass
try to do
right.
it not on the dance floor.
Maybe he had corn the
No.
night before, and you pull out and it's just like,
You're fucking disgusting.
punch. I didn't even know you're a snack bar. Let me go in deeper and see what else I can find.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
no, I don't think I've ever. As we get older,
Oh,
we kind of have a little bit more, grace, and we don't do those type of things in public. That's behind closed doors.
the
So
blue
no,
boy who lived.
never,
I don't
never,
answer, never.
never.
Well,
Mm-mm. So don't try to bypass. What's your story, mister?
You're the dancing queen.
Right.
You're the dancing queen.
And you said specifically club. So something must have happened in the club, sir. So you tell your story and go.
go shorty. It's your birthday. We gonna party like it's your.
So it
I
was on
love
your
In the Club. I
birthday.
think In the
Uh-huh.
Club is a great song by 50 Cent. I think
Yeah,
it's synonymous for a good birthday song. That's all I have to say about In the Club.
I'm sure.
Love that song by 50 Cent. Love the production
Mm-hmm.
by Dr. Dre.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I'll say.
Yeah. See, you're not right. You're not fair. You want to tell our stories, but you don't want to tell yours.
You know how I used to perform and do shows?
Yes.
So back when I used to be part of a drag house in 2003, when there was
Which I
black
missed.
drag houses and the
So
culture
dope.
of that,
Yes.
um, I was I was performing, and when I used to be with my first love, I'm not going to say his name on the M from Holyoke at the time, um, Miguel. Um, sorry, Miguel, if you ever watch this, or you might just remember, but man, I was hot that night. I had to perform. And right before my performance, I think I was doing Cisco Dance With Me. That was my first song. We were just hot for each other and just had to have each other. And I was had and taken. And really what it is, it was just really good stretching and breathing exercises that I like to do before I go on
Whoa.
stage and dance. It's all about endurance, breath control,
Mm.
even though I'm lip syncing.
Mm-hmm.
And there were no shitty messes, baby. And
Nice.
guess who went on stage and still killed it? Like it was nobody's business.
Did you squat and bend over during your
Not
performance?
necessarily. We're going a little too far. My parents watched this. Sorry,
I'm
mom and
sorry.
dad. I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
Mom.
I've lived. You've lived. Everyone's lived. Free Wendy Williams is still a thing. My girl is not free yet. We are well into 2026. I haven't forgotten. You haven't forgotten. Free Wendy Williams. Let's stay informed. Let's keep it. Let's keep the momentum going on social media. Another thing I want to quickly say: Accidentally Informed every Wednesday night, hosted by the incomparable Claudia Jordan and the comeback queen and Erica Cobb. And this show that I love, and these two women that have also poured into me on my show, are up for an NCAAP Image Award for Best Podcast. So you have to. Did I say it wrong? Did you stop me?
NAACP.
I knew I even when I was saying it, it felt horribly
It's
wrong. I'm
fine.
sorry.
It's fine. No worries.
NAACP.
Black History Month. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. To the entire, I'm sorry. They are up for best podcast. How do you vote? Well, if you go on to NAACP, to their website, you can go check out their list of nominees. So vote Accidentally Informed by Erica Cobb and Claudia Jordan. I want to give a big shout out to them so much. And also, once again, a big shout out to the both of you for doing this with me. We were going to talk about The Undertaker and WWE. However, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. He has one of the best podcasts ever.
I
It's
haven't
on
listened to it.
Netflix. Huh?
I haven't listened to it.
Oh, so but you're familiar with Mark Calloway?
The Undertaker.
My man. Ugh. I know.
Horn in order. There's somebody's horn outside. The Undertaker, Mark Calloway, has an incredible podcast. The Undertaker. We'll do a little bit. Why not? Because I just saw the both of your faces light up with joy. So I don't know what's going on here. Renzo, I'm sorry. I tried by your request. You said, don't talk about it yet because Renzo wants to just go in. Oh, stop the show. Renzo, our friend Renzo. Why didn't I do this at the top of the hour? I ain't shit. I ain't shit. Our dear brother Renzo Del Castillo has his own podcast along with Steve Triple T. I think that's his name. I'm sorry, or Steve. You know what? This is a horrible promotion. I am not a good friend. I'm going to give you all the information now. Please check out Renzo's podcast. Hey, the name of it is Real Poets. REEL, like in movies. Real Poets. Real Poets, available where you listen to podcasts. It includes Scott Raven and Renzo Del Castillo, where they pick a movie, they review it, and somehow incorporate poetry into it. And they get really philosophical and deep in it. And they have wonderful guests. They're kind of
We're
bridging the
here.
gap.
Mid-wipe. Wow.
Call me a bad Vanna White.
Come back, Carlos. Oh no, what happened? You're back.
Hear us?
I can hear you.
You're
We
back.
I
can't
never
hear
stopped
you.
hearing.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, I can still hear you guys perfectly fine. All right, listen, go check out Real Poets. Real Poets, REEL, featuring Scott Raven. I'm sorry. Yes, Scott Raven and Renzo Del Castillo, wherever you can listen to podcasts. We're going to talk more about that when Renzo comes back onto the show. Also, we are in the midst of season 4, which feels like it's never going to end. But that's because, I just needed time to regroup. We are going to be changing up the background. Like Los is now just going to be looking a little bit different thanks to a few places who are willing to host me, such as Holyoke Media and their studios and what have you. So we're trying to make the show grow up a little bit, and maybe I'll grow up a little bit as well too. So please don't forget to support Renzo's podcast. Also buy his book entitled Still, wherever books are sold. Don't forget about Accidentally Informed. And Jason, you can share if you want your social media, or Danielle, as you can do too. I don't know. The killer's out there, guys. If there's anything Wendy taught us, is that the killer is out there.
My phone number's throughout the whole city, so it doesn't matter.
Let's do a Google
It's just
search on us.
exactly.
It's disgusting. All right. So we're going to end this episode with a classic game of the one word association game. I give you a word. and you think about, I mean, you tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. Easy? Easy?
Sometimes.
Danielle, you're up first.
Oh,
Looking like Sporty Spice. Can you just back up and give it to us again? Oh, somebody just walked in. Hello,
yeah.
family. Ew.
Did
First
I?
word, which is
Uh,
something I know nothing about anymore.
Hair. Culture. My culture. My culture.
Could you flip the braids? Give me cunt realness, cunty realness. Huh? Huh? Give me black woman in distress in the 90s horror film.
Shit.
Give me give me
Oh,
give me not share Dion clueless. As if I'm just joking.
Is that it?
Um,
Just,
you know, I'm gonna give a big shout out to Gary. All right, next word. Next word. Time.
is this for me?
Yeah, it's still you.
Stillness.
Water.
Wet.
Jason, you're up next. I was gonna say something after that, but
Don't.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. Jason, you're up next. Are you ready? First word. Strangling. No, I'm joking.
love it.
First word. Your first word today is going to be heritage.
Tradition?
Spices.
Adobo.
Travels. Traveling. The penis.
Jesus.
Thick.
Whoa.
On who, sir?
Jesus.
He just
Wow.
Is girth important?
You know,
can be. It can be. It can be. What do
you
you
want
say,
to take the,
Carlos?
you want to take the lead on that, Jason?
Is length or girth more important?
It just depends on the person and how they use it.
Mm, hmm.
What do you say, Carlos?
I don't. I have parents that watch this show, and I've said enough. Ladies and
Okay.
gentlemen, this is, I think it's a combination of both, really.
Yeah.
Because, you know,
You have parents that watch the show. What are you doing?
mom, dad, maybe this episode, sometimes it's not for everyone. Not everything is for everyone, right? But I think, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for being patient. This concludes Los's Lounge episode. Jason is coming back. We're going to talk about more. We're going to really dive deep because Jason, he sells homes.
Mhm.
All right. He's in his
Yes, I do.
bag. Um, he might be my future home realtor. He might be yours if you're in the Western Mass area. But check him out also on Instagram, Jason Fernandez Realty.
Realtor.
Realtor on Instagram if you're in the Massachusetts, Connecticut area. I'm not too sure if you also work in Connecticut as well too.
Yes,
Um,
Connecticut too.
there you are. The man has licenses everywhere. I mean, he is just in his bag. Next time we go out to eat, it's definitely on him.
Yes.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Just saying. They took away our
Realtors make
We'll
Mexican
that
go to
spot,
Del
bag.
man.
Mar. We'll go to Del Mar.
I was gonna say they took away everything out in downtown Springfield. Los's Lounge, it's available on your favorite podcast. You can listen to it on Spotify, on many different apps. Please don't forget to hit subscribe. To all viewing sponsorship possible. I'm manifesting. Look, if you need your brand to be sponsored on this show, if you are local, have you or having microphone issues, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. if you are a business and you are looking to sponsor a show, Los's Lounge Podcast, please hit me up, follow me on Instagram, get the email off there, and please connect with me. I want to give you guys a big thanks. You guys were incredible. It feels good to be back waxing poetic. I know I'm a geek, so I'll probably start editing this and start. This will keep me busy for the next 5 hours, probably. I want to give a massive shout out to Claudia Jordan, Erica Cobb, and also to my family and friends. Moses Lounge Podcast. I keep getting this like what is this nastiness? This gook. It looks like I just finished something. He just like sprayed on my face.
It's
I'm
fine.
sorry, mom and
The root
dad.
to
I am
spit.
so
The root to
sorry. This episode went to mom and dad. When I turn 44, I'll grow up. Oh,
That is very soon, sir.
please hold.
But the
I
little
know.
guy to
I know. Let's talk to Madonna real quick before we go. She's coming soon.
Netflix.
Listen,
Confessions on the Dance Floor, Part 2.
Carlos,
Ma'am.
never mind.
Okay. I like Harry Styles' new song. It's good.
Never heard of it. I'm sorry.
Rosalia right now.
All right, Los's Lounge.